Hey guys, it's Omer from MMOs.com doing a quick week news recap of all major MMO news and announcements of the week ending July 1st, 2019. This is episode number 206 of the recap, and the first of news this week is from Square Enix regarding Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, which officially launched into early access this week and is launching tomorrow for those that didn't pre-order. But for realsies, the early access launch on the 28th was the real release for the vast majority of players. I've been playing non-stop since servers went live on Friday at 2 a.m. and have been having a blast. Shadowbringers introduces 2 new classes to the game, Gunbreakers and Dancers, a ton of new story content, increased the game's level cap to 80, and a lot more. If you're still looking for an MMO to play, this one is definitely worth checking out. The game hit 1 million paid subscribers before Shadowbringers launched, and with the release, I expect that number will increase quite a bit. Interestingly though, it's quite possible that Final Fantasy XIV may be the WoW killer, as an unconfirmed leak on 4chan, yes, I know, very credible, right, claimed that WoW dipped below 1 million subscribers, excluding China. Now, obviously the leak itself isn't too credible, but cross-referencing Google Trends data with official announcement numbers in the past, and WoW subreddit activity with FF14 subreddit activity, it's definitely possible, especially with just how poorly Battle for Azeroth has been doing. It's obviously unconfirmed and speculation, but I think it's possible that FF14, at least temporarily, could be the one to dethrone WoW, but we'll learn more about that hopefully when we get some more official numbers in the future, if we get them. Anyway, moving right along, some exciting news from Bandai Namco. They announced a brand new Unreal Engine 4 PC action MMORPG titled Blue Protocol. Unfortunately, the announcement was in Japan, and all we have right now are just a handful of screenshots, which you can see in the background. But it is exciting to hear Bandai Namco announcing a brand new PC MMORPG, especially since they're known most for their mobile games. Again, not much known about this one, but it will be action-oriented, and given that this announcement was in Japan, I expect the game is still at least a year or two away, but it is cool to see more PC MMORPGs on the horizon. Again, this is still in development, so quite a while away, unfortunately. Up next, Aura Kingdom from Area Games got an update this week. Patch 53 and 54 launched, which introduced new dungeons, awakening PvP equipment, a new PvP mode, production level cap increases, and much more. Aura Kingdom is a bit of an oldie now, but it remains one of the most popular X-Legend titles. It's one of the most popular anime RPGs actually, and it's not bad. This one launched back in January of 2014, so it's a bit over 5 years old now, which in the free-to-play MMORPG world makes it a bit of a survivor, as tons of these games don't last that long. It's definitely one of the better anime MMORPGs out there, so if you are looking for an anime MMORPG, it's definitely not bad. Next up, ArcheAge launched a new update this week as well, titled Echoes of Haram, which introduces a brand new zone titled Eastern Haram. The ancestral level cap also increased from 34 to 55, and the new Glorious Haram Guardian equipment has also been added to the game. ArcheAge currently averages 400 or so players on any given time on Steam alone, and I expect off Steam it has many more users. Anytime a game launches off Steam first and then on Steam later, the off Steam numbers are usually quite a bit higher. But yeah, new update for ArcheAge if you're still playing that. Next, remember that drama about Nexon being up for sale a couple of months ago? Well, it all ended in a pretty anticlimactic way, as numerous bidders submitted offers to buy Nexon, but the company's founder backed out as the bids weren't high enough for his liking. Kakao Games, Netmarble, Tencent, EA, and even Amazon.com submitted bids to acquire Nexon, but they just weren't high enough, so it looks like Nexon is no longer for sale. All that drama for nothing. My money was on Tencent buying them, but it looks like it never happened. I think if they do go on sale in the future, Tencent will still be the one to snag them, but it's pretty cool that Amazon was trying to buy them as well, which is pretty crazy. Next up, Astellia launched into closed beta this last week and actually just ended its first round of beta testing today on July 1st. I personally played this one a decent bit during beta and even put up a first look video for it. It's built on Unreal Engine 3 and looks visually a lot like Aeon and Bless combined, but fortunately it doesn't run nearly as poorly as Bless, but still has optimization issues. It's definitely not a terrible game, but I wish it were free to play. As a buy to play game, it's a bit of a tough sell for me. The full game launches later in September, and I'm sure there'll be another closed beta in the future if you missed the first one. There's a few good things about this game, like the stealth system. See my first look video if you want to learn more, but I just wish it was free to play. It'd be much easier to recommend that way, especially since games that are free to play in their home markets launching as buy to play games don't usually work out, but we'll see. Up next, some pretty funny drama surrounding Black Desert Online. Apparently, Kakao Games announced a guild PvP event called Operation Guild Support, promising 3 billion silver for constructing a guild fort in Node Wars, and 7 billion silver for building a command post or a guild fort in Conquest Wars. Apparently, they added an extra 0, and they only meant 700 million or 300 million silver instead of 7 billion or 3 billion, so the winners only received 1/10 of the originally announced figure because of their mistake, which led to some outrage. Some guilds claimed that the reward once split won't be enough to cover their cost to participate in the event, and that's a big yikes. How does that even happen, that they missed a 0? I feel like if they said it until the end, they should have just stuck with it and paid out the full number, but nope, they only paid out 700 million or 300 million silver. Next up, the Battle Royale shooter Ring of Elysium officially launched on Steam after 9 months in early access. While the player base numbers are down from early access launch, the game still averages over 8,000 players online at a given time, which is definitely nothing to laugh at. Battle Royale games are still popping, but the next wave of fad games seems to be auto battles like auto chess, so we'll see if Ring of Elysium can hold on against giants like Fortnite and PUBG. It's definitely different and one of the better Battle Royale games, but we'll see how it can hold on. And speaking of auto battlers, Teamfight Tactics officially launched for League of Legends and is Riot's answer to Dota Auto Chess and Dota Underlord. It's been incredibly popular on Twitch since it first hit PvE. Now that it's live on the game's official servers, it's been popping. I haven't had a chance to play this one yet, but if you like Dota Underlords or Auto Chess, it's definitely worth checking out. It's actually a bit of a different spin on the Auto Chess mechanic. I'm curious to see who wins the Auto Battler genre wars. It's amazing how quickly this is becoming its own fad meme genre, the way MOBAs were in the past and Battle Royale games. But I don't think it's going to get that big, but right now it's still pretty big. Next and last bit of news this week comes from Axe Alliance vs Empire, a fantasy mobile MMORPG from Nexon. They launched an update this week which increased the game's level cap to 120, added new class gear, a new PvP mode, new artifacts, and more. Nexon bills Axe as a console quality MMO on mobile, but given that it has autoplay elements, I suspect it'll be playing a lot more like Lineage to Revolution or any other mobile MMO. But still, visually, it doesn't look too bad. I might do a first look video for this one eventually, but I've been addicted to Shadowbringers, so first look might come a little bit later. Anyway, guys, that's it for my news this week. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the podcast, most likely, unless I full on degen Shadowbringers. Later, guys.